people of all faiths and religions should be entitled to go about their prayer without fear, without hate. And what we saw was unspeakable, act of violence, and I think everybody across the world has been shocked by those events. I'd also like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land and their elders past and present. And we're here today at the Melbourne Indigenous Transition School to announce a grant from the federal government of $2.1 million to expand the accommodation facilities here for alumni girls. 18 new beds to enable young girls who are getting an education to have a safe place, have a warm place, have a culturally sensitive place to stay. The Melbourne Indigenous Transition School began just over 3 years ago, and I was really privileged to be here for its launch. Since that time, 56 students coming from Indigenous communities across our country have had an intense year of education and training, partnering indeed with the Richmond Football Club, and I'd like to pay credit to them. They get education, they get accommodation, they get support for that intense year of study before they move to one of 11 partner schools across the state. And the education opportunities that these wonderful Indigenous students get here is really very special. So the government is again making a financial contribution, $2.1 million, which I know will be used very effectively to give the best opportunity to these wonderful, beautiful Indigenous students who come from Victoria and from the north of our country. Sam?
I think this is an amazing... Oh, sorry.
Microphone, sorry.
That's all right. I think this is an amazing opportunity for our alumni girls to be able to experience their educational journey together where they feel comfortable and safe, and we're very excited for this to happen.
Thank you. Ed?
Yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to Josh for all the support that he has given to MITS since our opening in 2016. Josh has been an absolute champion for MITS and, importantly, for our students, for their families, for their communities. So, Josh, thank you for this support from the federal government. We hear our parents saying that they want the very best education for their kids, and that is across the country. For some of our parents, that means that they want education in Melbourne. What they also tell us is that they want their young people to be surrounded by peers, to feel strong in their culture, to feel strong in their identity while they're away from home. And this announcement will enable that for 18 girls every year. So from us at MITS, thank you for your support.
Thanks, Ed. Yeah. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Fantastic announcement, but back on New Zealand, Josh, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I mean, has this raised any concerns about attacks on our soil here at home?
Oh, well, look, the Attorney-General, the Prime Minister and other members of the National Security Committee are obviously talking to our agencies about that. But we have the best law enforcement, the best intelligence agencies. The Prime Minister has been speaking to his New Zealand counterpart, as well as there is very close cooperation between our agencies. But the real focus...
We've been hearing there from the Treasurer, Josh Frydenberg, in